Ladies and gentlemen, participating Discover Aspires. We have a lot to talk about today. Feel free to take pictures, ask questions, get food, or head over to the auditorium. We will begin at 2 p.m., which is right around the corner. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for participating Discover Aspires. We have a lot to talk about today. Feel free to take pictures, ask questions, get food, or head over to the auditorium. We will begin at 2 p.m., which is right around the corner. Thank you.
So this is Ian, or shall I say technological bite. We'll be doing a Q&A. If you would like to ask any questions, head over to our code. I'm open to any questions. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for participating in Discover Aspires. We have a lot to talk about today. Feel free to take pictures, ask questions, get food, or head over to the auditorium. We will begin at 2 p.m., which is right around the corner. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, plenty of seats available. You are welcome to pick any seat you wish. Thanks. Ladies and gentlemen, there are plenty of seats available. You are welcome to pick any seat you wish. Thanks. Ladies and gentlemen, we are beginning the keynotes right now. Ladies and gentlemen, there are plenty of seats available. You are welcome to pick any seat you wish. Thanks. Ladies and gentlemen, we are starting really soon. Head over to the auditorium. The sooner the better. Feel free to ask any staff for directions. Again, we will begin at 2 p.m., which is really soon. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, we are starting really soon. Head over to the auditorium. The sooner the better. Feel free to ask any staff for directions. Again, we will begin at 2 p.m., which is really soon. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, we are beginning the keynote right now. Take your seats. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Technological Byte.
Wow! Hello everyone and welcome to the first annual Discover Aspire Keynote 2019. It's a fantastic honor to be here today with so many people joining us here at Discover Acoustics facility and for those of you participating online. And let me tell you, we have a lot to talk about today. And when I mean a lot, I really mean a lot. So, without further ado, let's get started. So, we start by our mission statement. We inspire our community to come up with their own unique ideas as such, bring their own creativity to life in the future. We stand by this mission statement considering that we are growing rapidly and how many people are discovering our games and our group. For being a sci-fi community to being a great group for many people to join. So, in other words, let's talk about the committee update. So the committee update was one of the most anticipated update that we ever did. Actually, as you see in the graph here, what we have done is something that's completely extraordinary and something that we like to do. So as you can see here, the graph shows that the community update has over 7,000 visits over the past few days. That's a lot if you consider looking at the Emerald update to the community update previewing. And we're just only getting started here, you know? So what's next with DARF? A lot of people ask questions like, what is that new lightning effect? Or some people were to do some concepts. For example, the rep system, courtesy of David Keynote Player Alt. And a lot of people want to ask, what is that in the background? What is that sunset? What is that in the Discover Aspire keynote? So, I wanted to say something that this is something that our new creative director, Apaucho, has been working on. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm very happy to announce the next version of Discover Aquatic Research Facility. Enjoy.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Creative Director of DARF, Apaucho.
Come out. Oh, crap. Sorry. Hey everyone, it's great to be on the stage at Discover Aquatic Research. As you just saw, I'm excited to announce the Oceanic Update. The Oceanic Update is about adding new experiences for everyone who enjoys DARF. Developers and I have planned out the update, and I am excited to share it with you what we planned. First, embracing new developer tools. Roblox has released some pretty cool developer tools. That said, the Oceanic Update will include a brand new lighting system called Shadow Map. We figured Shadow Map will be the default lighting for DARF. So why did we add Shadow Map? Number one, more realistic feeling. Not only when Roblox first introduced features Bright Phase 2, but we did some planning of what DARF would look like with Shadow Map enabled. I'll say that looked pretty amazing, don't you think? Number two, new look. When people explore DARF, they tend to look at its design. With Shadow Map, newcomers get this nice new feeling of having the sun peeking into the window, just having the shadows casted. Number three, new potential features. We are excited for Roblox to be releasing features Bright Phase 2, not only giving them the facility a new makeover, also what features from Roblox or what the developers can do with this new Roblox feature. Number four, more potential future use. As Roblox continues to make new tools available for DARF and our facilities, we're excited to see what Roblox can make available in the future, which brings new users to DARF every day. Now, with every DARF update, we're always listening to feedback when it comes to our game. Now, when Technological Byte first released DARF on Roblox, there were 86 reported bugs and or issues that may or may not ruin the experience for the player. Developers listened, and they were hard at work to fix the bugs. The Emerald update did some fixes, but also added many new features. However, there's still plenty of bugs in the game that were left untouched, but it was a progress of what we're heading towards. Now, the community update is not only the most anticipated update, but we have gone from 86 bugs down to 36 bugs. A massive improvement when it comes to the first release to the Emerald update, but we're not stopping there, because when the Oceanic update gets released for everyone, DARF will not only have more new features, but have almost all reported bugs fixed, making DARF more stable, reliable, enjoyable, and a better experience visiting DARF. Now, how that demo, I'm sure insiders like you want to see what the Oceanic update is about, so enjoy! Welcome to the really early build of the Oceanic update. This build is really early, so expect many bugs, not added features, and yeah. Here's the About section. Just everything about DARF related. Menu, or the quick menu, as I like to call it. There's your needs, the main status, including your reputation, your way back to the main menu to save. And here is the beauty of Shadow Map. This is one of the main reasons why we added it, to make the game look more just amazing in a way. As you can see, it takes most effect during sunset. Now entering the first corridor of the lobby, we have a little window near the docks. As we're entering the mainframe, this entire thing is the power heart of the facility. However, in the later versions of the Oceanic update, the mainframe may be completely redone. So expect that to change in later versions. And here is the docks. Sadly, we can't say much about this due to a NDA disclosure agreement about a certain game we're working on. But however, the Shadow Map best works here, as there's just like beautiful things going on with the sun right now. This is completely unfinished and needs to be worked on in the future, and just don't get used to this. In the next feature update of DARF, you'll be able to eat the food. Sadly, this feature is not implemented at the moment and you're unable to eat the food. That's sad. These needs will go down depending on whether you need hunger or food or you need something to drink. This invite thing is completely new, and since Roblox added this feature, you're allowed to invite your friends with a simple click of a button or two. And after a while, through Roblox chat, I'll receive the invite and join.
Remember to report all suspicious activity to your supervisors. Not even you are exempt from scrutiny. Stay paranoid. Stay vigilant.
Dumber. This is the working den. In the community update, and I think the Emerald update, this was kind of small and just not really that good. People with claustrophobia would get a little sense, but it's not too bad. But this is still a rough project of the working den expansion project. More to come in future revisions. Sadly, this is only the rough version of the Oceanic update, but there is still more to come. Thank you for watching the DARF Oceanic update demo. Continue on back to myself, or Apoxo. Now, as you just heard and saw, we're allowing players to explore outside the facility. That's right. Never before in DARF history, we allowed players to explore outside. This is not only to experience Shadow Map, but other things that we can just add outside for researching purposes. So keep an eye on that. We're also really excited to be announcing the DARF reputation system, or DARF for short. Oops. We want to make features beneficial for players alike. The reputation system is like an overall status of said player's performance. This ranged from destroyer to savior. Everyone starts at neutral. If you do something that helps the facility and stay out of harm's way, you'll earn a plus towards your reputation. Or if you're that one person who has the audacity to cause trouble and just make harm happen to the facility, X Epic Gamer 143X, then you'll earn a negative towards your reputation. And depending on your reputation, you'll either be on the Savior's leaderboard or the Destroyer's leaderboard. Now, you'll also get some really cool benefits as a Savior. Maybe like a custom name tag of choice, or really cool benefits. Yeah, having you appear on the Saviors leaderboard and more. Destroyers, on the other hand, well, you'll earn nothing. But having your name and status visible, and you'll be on the Destroyers leaderboard on how much you did to cause chaos on our facility. Some parts of this feature may be available on launch when we open DARF Experimental in the upcoming months. This feature will be polished up in the future, and for everyone who's looking forward to seeing it. Anyone who has Experience Plus are able to see everyone's status when it's available. Stay tuned for that. In conclusion, the Oceanic update focuses on fixing more important bugs while adding new features for newcomers. No. Fine. So, one more thing before we go to the conclusion. You see this? This is the DARF tablet. It's basically a core tablet where it shows you the main status, if the pumps are on, the controls are on, whether the fans are on, and so much more. Just that. However, this is a big prototype, and this is not close to completion, so it may change in the later future. Now, in conclusion, the Oceanic update focuses more on fixing bugs while adding new features for newcomers, current members, and enthusiastic alike to enjoy DARF, where they can share it to friends and family. We could even make a developer event in the upcoming future, and we are really excited to do so when the time and opportunity comes. I'd like to thank you for being here, as well as Technological Byte giving me the creative director spot. Next up, Codename Zepto. Before we begin, check out the new trailer coming out on our YouTube channel. Enjoy!
I'm on my way now. I'm on my way now. I'm on my way
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Creative Director of Zepto, Determined Taurus RPX.
Hello everyone! It is my pleasure for me to talk about Codename Zepto, and what is next for Discover's journey. Now, Codename Zepto was under construction and development since 2018, and we are excited to give a sneak peek of the actual name for Zepto. Ladies and gentlemen, I am pleased to announce the full name of Zepto. Discover Underground Research Base. This will allow more research to be done, while maintaining the facility for any issues. So, how about a demo of Codename Zepto? Enjoy! So this is the demo of Codename Zepto. We have begun with this intro interface, and it's very simple. At the moment, of course. In this menu, we have 5 buttons. Play, credits, feedback, options, and about. What we have here is play. If you click on play, it'll immediately start the game right away. To top it off, here's the entrance to the facility. It says welcome. The facility starts to welcome you, and if you go through, we have a door that opens up smoothly. To do the next part, we go to Visitors Hub, where we have 3 people standing in there. The Waddling, Dan07, and Harley Summerstaff. Of course they're there because why would we want an empty place anyway? Anyway, here's the reactor history, where we have the aquatic reactor and the light photon reactor, as well as the RBMK reactor and the fusion reactor. You also have an info board in place, as well as benches. So then you could just wait in here, and so forth. We have a pathway that leads to the Zepto tram, but for now we have this universal shop that lets you shop merch in one kind, from Discover and Greetech. In here we have gears and also cashiers that are from us. We have merchandise that are in place already, as well as the limited time Pride shirts. Straight ahead, we have like two things. We have another door, and left, we have restrooms. There's the male's restroom. If you click on the male's restroom door, we have these urinals and toilets, as well as these sinks and hand dryers. Going into the females area, it's the same. It's pretty much the same thing, except without the urinals. Straight ahead is the Zepto tram. You could feel the breeze while riding, as well as the Zepto Express area. Don't let the hunger get to you, otherwise you'll be very, very hungry. We have a menu, as well as these tables and chairs, as well as the history of our logos, as well as these vending machines. Through this door, we have the kitchen, which is sort of unfinished, but we'll get to that in a bit. But here are all of the these are the cashier slots, storage, and the freezer room, as well as these refrigerators that I worked on. Going up in there is Sector A, which is an unfinished sector at the moment because we have nothing to add yet unless we have a suggestion button that is going to be put into place. Going back into the Zepto tram, we have all of these benches and screens, which I forgot to mention a few seconds ago. But anyway, we have this hallway of lights, neon lights, a waterfall, a crystal mine, crystal cave actually, but we also have this sort of decoration that has the construction and the Discover logo. Straight up ahead we have the transit, which is the same thing as where we at the previous one. Cargo sector 01, we have parking, the lift to surface, and the storage room. Starting off with the cargo bay, we have a pile of bricks, cargoes, sheets of metal, crates, and of course, music. Do you want this area to be without any music? It's boring, man! Anyway, to the storage room, we have crates, more crates, propane, tanks, cargo lifter things again, and of course, some more stuff, even this random security uniform that we have in place. Oh yeah, by the way, the parking and all that other stuff will be coming in a later update, which we can't tell you. So, be on the lookout for that, because we're still going to work on this. Exiting out of the cargo area, we also have Sector C, which is CCTV, labs A1 to A5, and elevators to the subfloors. Starting off with the security cameras, we monitor the facility 24/7. We don't want anyone to make any suspicious activity while we're away, so we always have these recorded. Even these blinds can, like, tell, like, we're doing stuff. Oh yeah, we also have, of course, status tank and an aquarium, which Azure is in there, and I do not want to talk about it. Anyway, into the labs, we have Lab A1, which is a biology sector. We start off with a board, a clipboard, and, of course, a table full of stuff. Research. Real research. And we also have this capsule that I don't know what else is in here, but we also have references that our scientists put in, and we also got an arm. I don't know who did that, and we also have a thing that I don't want to say, as well as some acid that is like poured out, and yeah, it's really deadly. Just don't touch it, please. And we also have the brains of a noob, because we already know how it works, and we conducted research on how noobs work. Lab A4 will have a particle acceleration area, which we didn't make yet, as well as a second lab that is engine testing lab. It's called the Raptor engine, but we all need to like keep researching about rockets, because we're still trying to do our best to make sure the rockets work. Exiting out of Lab A2, we also have Labs A3, Labs A3, and A5. Metallic injection. It's just, something. If you go through here, we have like a magnet that is in place, as well as a chamber, as well as these two buttons and a lever. So the next one is the same thing, except with metal bars and sheets. Except this time, we inject the person's head to have, like, the metal bars go fly into the chamber! Ah! Anyways. Starting off with the elevators, we have the best part. Stairs to elevators is just a staircase that is leading you to the elevators. These elevators are going to bring you into the reactor database, offices, and labs. We also have this section right here that we still didn't make yet. But aside from that, elevators, reactor database, offices, and labs. Right here is the main floor. We're still in the main floor right now, and all these elevators are not functioning yet, so just keep waiting. With the power of editing, we also have subfloor 1, reactor database, and the light photon reactor. It's still in subfloor 1, unfortunately, because we don't have anything else yet to be prepared. But we also have the reactor database. All things of the reactor is right in here. First impressions, it's very dark, actually. As you can see, Discover Incorporated, Codename Zepto, Emergency Control Panel, Main Control Panel, all these screens related to the reactor, the fans, coolant system, and much, much more. Even the black body radiation. There are 2 giant screens that is prompting the user to start it up first. So, why not do that? In here, we have a biometric scanner. Click on it, and you'll start off with a simple scan, and the panel will lift up open, so you have a chance to press the button. Pressing the button will give you something. Reactor startup. However, this is the end of the demo though, because the startup is still a work in progress and we want to surprise you. So in the meantime, this is the reactor startup so far. What you have just saw only scratches the surface of what Zepto will look like when we release it for the general public. Also, to surprise you guys, Discover Codename Zepto will be available for experimenters who join the Discover group. Alright, now, if you didn't hear, Zekatech and Discover are merging. That's right, Zekatech and Discover has a lot in common when it comes to developers alike. This could cause confusion over what group to join, since developers and staff does the same thing of what Discover. This also minimizes the chance of people being confused and have ease for developers in the upcoming future. Now, in conclusion, Zepto is one of our projects that focuses on what Roblox has given to us over the years. I'm excited to see what Zepto will be and how people would think about Codename Zepto up ahead. Oh, by the way, since that is actually text line, I would like to welcome back Technological. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Technological Byte.
Wow, thank you so much, Determined. That is pretty awesome. What you have just saw is something that our developers has been hard at work on to bring games to life. But also, I want to talk about other things that is related to Discover. So first things first, just so you know, we're hiring people. After the Zegatech merger is complete, you are able to submit an application if you're a developer, artist, music composers, and more. You could be a facility administrator, or you could be all that. So, anyone can apply, regardless of gender or any other things preventing you from submitting an application. In fact, last month, we hired the first female staff on our team to be in charge of the facility administration team. This is important because not only this embraces that we are open towards anyone, but we also may be the first sci-fi community to ever have a female working for us. And we really appreciate that because we are open for everyone. So, why should you want to work with us? We have a lot of benefits here. We do have fun with each other. We do like gaming. We do games with each other. We talk, and also we give breaks out if anyone is feeling stressed. We give them breaks and time off for them to recuperate and being able to work on the journey again. So, of course, our goal for Discover is to make our staff friendly for everyone, the staff, and of course the community. We want to make sure that Discover is a place to work at other than being a hostile company where other staff will just throw hissy fit over each other, or many people may think that the staff is not nice. We don't want to see that. That's why we only hire people that are nice to everyone, including the staff team and those who are able to work along with each other. And of course, it is your opportunity to spark the future for Roblox games, sci-fi facilities, and more. So we're really excited to see new people coming to Discover. Now, so let's talk about the planned futures for Discover. Let's talk about green tech. I'll talk more about green tech in a later slide, but green tech, our gaming group, opens to the public in 2020. Project Modernism will be under construction beginning in 2020. Right now, we're almost done with the planning stage of what Project Modernism will be and how it will redefine Roblox sci-fi genre. The Oceanic update releases in 2020. Keep on the lookout on that. And of course, we will reach 1,000 members. But also, an important thing, Next year will not only be my 10-year anniversary on Roblox, but will also be the 5th anniversary for Discover, one of the longest company I've ever owned before Knowledge Tech, where sadly Knowledge Tech was closed because of a hacker who hacked my account back in 2015. And it's sad because they both had a lot of potentials, and just for that taking away of and being put aside and being a victim of being hacked, and it's just way too much pressure on how Knowledge Tech has been. But Discover is something different. Discover is something that we wanted to make people who feel comfortable working with us, to many people joining our group, to many people loving our games. Of course, bigger, better projects. At Discover, we embrace new Roblox technologies, whether it's voxel lighting, or even shadow map, or even something completely different like Yugen improvements or mesh improvements. We wanted to use that new technology, especially the new technology that we showed in DARF, and how we can use that in our games. For example, social service allows you to invite people with one click of the player list. So let's talk about GreeTech, our subsidiary group for all things games, minigames, roleplay games, or any other games on the Roblox platform. Now, this is separated from the sci-fi related things. Discover is a sci-fi group, while GreeTech is a gaming group. Of course, both will have different staff. Discover will be having our own dedicated sci-fi staff, and GreeTech will have their own staff that is dedicated and separated and making things a lot more easy. Now, a lot of people may ask why. Can you just make Discover a gaming company and a sci-fi group at once? Well, just so you know, Discover was founded as a sci-fi community. GreeTech is a gaming community. We want those to be separate instead of having it mashed together as in one group. Not only it will prevent possible confusion for people joining, if they want to join a sci-fi group, or they want to join a gaming group, or they wanted to, that will probably cause a lot of people to be confused about. Now, users who join Discover joined for a reason. They have a purpose of joining Discover or GreeTech. People who joined Discover wanted to see sci-fi games like DARF, Project Marinism, or Discover Underground Research Base. They are not here just to see a random role-playing game, or Feed the Giant Noob, or Feed the Giant Tech, or whatever, or Ian Radio Simulator thing, or even Bottle Flip Challenge game, whatever. No. Discover Incorporated is a sci-fi group, not a gaming group. So our developers focus hard on sci-fi related things. We want to keep it that way. We don't want our developers who work on sci-fi to work on other games. That will cause confusion and conflicts over the future. So that's why GreeTech will have its very own developers working on their games instead of working for Discover. Because we want to make our both developers straightforward, easy to navigate, and easy to communicate. Other than having all developers trying to work at the same game at the same time and having their minds all messed up because they're trying to adapt from sci-fi to gaming and gaming to sci-fi and vice versa. That will probably cause some confusion for developers trying to adapt to a newer development strategy. So let's talk about Experience Plus. So Experience Plus will be available for all facilities, Project Marinism, and Discover Underground Research Base. But I wanted to talk more about Experience Plus. Would you just like it where you buy Experience Plus from a game, you get to unlock all the features from other games other than just a specific game? For example, I purchased Experience Plus from DARF, and I only get Experience Plus from DARF. If I want to get Experience Plus from PM or Discover Underground Research Space, I have to buy a separate game pass for them. Well, we're changing for that. If you purchase Experience Plus from DARF, PM, or Discover Underground Research Space, not only a single game pass is all you need, but it will unlock all premium features by just a single game pass that you purchase from either from DARF, PM, or Discover Underground Research Base. Because we believe that if you purchase a premium item, you get to keep it, and we want to make sure that it is valid across different Discover games, and that's why we're heading forward. Now, of course, the price of Experience Plus will increase, but if you already have Experience Plus, you don't need to worry because you already have Experience Plus, and you're ready to expect and to see our new upcoming feature of our games. Also, our special thing, Codename Zepto Experimental will be open for experimenters in the Discover group starting June 25th. That's right, when June 25th comes, you'll be able to join Codename Zepto and explore a lot around the facility as you wish. And we're very excited to continue to work on Zepto to bring more new users into Discover and the sci-fi genre. So, in conclusion, before I wrap this up, the Discover Aquatic Research Facility, the Oceania update, is coming soon in 2020. Codename Zepto, or Discover Underground Research Base, will be coming soon for experimenters on June 25th and will open to the general public in 2020. We will continue to add more Experience Plus features, but also features that are not Experience Plus, because we understand we want to continue to add features that will remain free. If you can't purchase Experience Plus because you don't have enough Robux, that's fine, because Experience Plus is for people who wants to get the more experience feature out of DARF. And normal users will continue to receive newer updates for free. That's right. We won't be utilizing Experience Plus for all the features. We wanted to make it equal for everyone that does have Experience Plus to someone who doesn't. And that is what we're going to. And of course, we have a lot of new projects coming along the way, which may be announced in a later time, but we are working on Codename Zepto and Project Marinism, as well with the creative director of DARF, Apoxio, working for the Oceania update. And lastly, GreeTech, our gaming group, will open to the public in 2020. And we're very excited to see games made for GreeTech and for Discover as well. So I would like to thank everyone, each and every one of you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Technological Bite.
And I can't wait to see when you come up in the near future. So without further ado, it's my honor to say thanks everyone who participated today, and many of you who participated online, and for many of you who participated in the actual event. So thank you for participating and have a wonderful day. So long.
Thanks for participating in today's event. If you haven't participated, that's alright. We will have a replay on the live stream shortly. The replay is available on our YouTube channel. Thanks again, and thanks to everyone who participated in Discover Aspire 2019.